Hello, hello. I'm Steve, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity, where we have Lotharian Vale, who has actually just come into the Gilded Vale. So we're going to continue on with our journey here, and we're going to
No
walk him
problem.
into the city. Now, let's actually look at this giant map here. We got Afra's house, which was Kaliska's sister. We got the Blackhound Inn, which is where Tenfrith, the dwarf we saved, works as the cook. And so we should drop in there, see what that did for us. We got Ingrid's house. I don't know what exactly that's going to be, but it's a location. We got the windmill, which it seems that there's a lot of buildings here, that there's probably going to be quests or things that we can do in the city. So that's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of things to do in the main city, obviously. So let's walk on down here. We got a cinematic going. Giant tree of dead hanging people. That's the most inviting thing I could have asked for.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Yeah, I can see that. You made a lot of vacancies up. I feel home already.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a hollow-born child?
What are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
Of course, I sire soulless children all the time. No, not really.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
Steps aside, inclines his head ever so slightly towards the deformed tree. Yeah, you keep pointing there, like you're obsessed with all the dead people. I get it.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
Well, yeah, I was planning on going to the inn. Thank you very much. So that shouldn't be hard, especially since we have a good reputation with Tenfrith. So let's see. I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with a Bowick. Is there someone in town who could help? He said something about Hollowborn and Wadewin's legacy before. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. Probably not a good idea to tell them that. That tree over there, that's just very vague. Well, we are looking to deal with my sickness. So I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with a Bailiwick.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Well, that sucks.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
This guy's a dick. So you said about Hollowborn and Wadewin's legacy before. I forgot that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Dyrwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful dumb things that breathe barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, No one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Waidwen's Legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. We weren't going to tell him about that, so goodbye.
Keep out of...
Yes. Ding. Ding.
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
Okay, so 3 bell tolls.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
So, his expression unreadable, he blinks slowly and turns his attention back to you.
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Oh, what do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of the Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Bareth must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. Yeah, I'm not ending up in the tree. I'll kill you first. Don't threaten me, little man. What happened? Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? What happened? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messenger arrives. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest, the inn or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Alright, well, at least he explained it. Whatever. Oh. Okay. So we got a whole bunch. Oh, and we got a new quest. Scattered between the roots, bracelets of twine and bead, wilting flowers, and notes half erased by the rains. Here's something we can pick up. This guy's named, so maybe he actually has something to say.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
No, no thank you. For looking for anyone who can help me feel better. Strange way to talk about your dead. No, I don't need any help. Strange way to talk about your dead. He looks up at the tree and breathes out. Half the town's up there now. Seems like no right way to talk about it. Looking for someone who can help me feel better. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. Oh, okay. My condolences. You feel like crap? Yep. Sorry. You're in the Gilded Vale now. Oh. So, you see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an oh, like me. Cool. We'll get along.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Everyone calm down. Whatever this is about, I'm sure it's an overreaction. One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. We're humble folk, but we're no fools. Not like he thinks, mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take to that kind of talk from foreigners, especially not Adirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cock's feather!
Okay. Did his voice just completely change to that, like, rowdy dwarf? Randomly? That's weird. But he's talking about go screw your sister. Cool.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
As if some surly raw flickers through his eyes. He's changed it back and forth. So, what, he has multiple personalities or something?
That's where you're wrong.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, there's a fight. And they're drunk as hell. This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? I think that's sensible. We don't want your charity either, foreigner. They squint at you through red, bleary eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. I just don't want him to have a bloody mess out here. Which seems unavoidable. Okay. Huh.
Got it!
Dude, these guys went down so fast. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
You're welcome.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
Nope. He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
Traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some
Within ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Several hooded figures operating strange machine. That's pretty straightforward. Or a Beowulf. Yeah, why not? He's a wizard. Maybe he'll understand something. Aloth goggles at you silently, apparently assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
So what are you doing in the Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Same thing here, only the heir was dead now. And you? Said I'm also a settler. I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls. That's my own business. 'Cause I'm just a settler.
Indeed.
We'll go with that.
In that case, welcome to Gilded Vale, a true refuge from civilization.
Just how did you manage to cross those three drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. He did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sister. So it's basically saying, I'm gonna go with the first one. Ah, that! He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. Well, that was a completely different accent from your own, and you definitely said it. I heard the same thing. For just a moment he looks as if he's about to say something. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you'd expect to see blood. Finally his face relaxes and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. You don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Fair enough. Okay, I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Okay, I got a wizard.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Sweet.
Yeah?
I got me a wizard. And some coin off dead guys. So let's go to the inn. Something ain't right about that boy. Sounds like a dwarf sometimes.
No problem.
So here's
Good
Pascal.
day, stranger.
Hello and welcome to the innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you! Tenfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. And there he is in the back. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. She laughs. So what would you like? So, I could use some reliable help. Do you know of anyone looking for work? Oh, well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone, I'd be happy to send them your way. Let me see what I have to work with. So I can hire a level 1 adventurer. Okay. Let's go to the store, actually. So they got some nice stuff. And I can sell off all my crap. The stuff that I have absolutely no need for. Let's get rid of 200 copper pieces for the disappointer. So glad I picked that up. Yeah, let's just... This is all random normal crap. I'll probably keep the special amulet. Consumables. Let's keep those for now. Not sell off any ingredients. I don't need 3 torches, and the wolf hides I got that can be sold. Yeah, and I think I'm good there. Over 1,000 copper pieces. Boom. Awesome. Now let's continue the conversation at least.
Gods keep you.
I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We get a lot of new faces in here too, fewer than we used to, I'll admit. Tenfrith's a big draw. I'm sure we'll get the big crowds back again in no time. I used to work the tables, actually until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him, even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see? The Black Hound. It's still sitting upstairs, pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow, she laughs. My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. Okay. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much, by the way, of a good meal today, she sighs, unless you're fond of cold porridge. Yeah, what's with the rooms? So I can sleep in the common room for free, which is awesome. Maybe if I didn't save Tenfrith, the common room would actually cost me money. I don't know, though. So they're basically like camping, which is great, because I need a little bit of heal on my main character. If I pay here, plus 2 resolve, I'm not quite sure how long that'll last, though. And 1 perception, 1 mechanic, and the laborer's rest. Well, since we're in the city, we're not really going to combat too much. So, before I rest, let's walk around and check out things. Let's
Sure.
go check in on our buddy Tenfrith. And that's red. So that means stealing. So I don't know if I want to do that right now. Ah, it's you, my savior! He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I've decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. Okay, so I'm gonna check that out actually. So you can create the food. Savory pie requires a beer, grain, and meat. And it gives plus 10 max endurance, plus 1 might, and plus 1 perception for 150 seconds. A delicious smelling pie with a golden crust and meat filling guaranteed to leave one feeling battle ready. So that's pretty nice. And we have the stew, plus 10 endurance, dex, and perception. Pearlwood chicken adds constitution for double that length. Endurance and might. Okay, cool. Oh, and I can create some potions. Wizard's double, plus 20 deflection until damaged. And plus 3 movement speed for 30 seconds. And I need better materials for the higher tier stuff, it seems. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna make anything just yet.
Sure.
And I'm sorry, Tenfrith.
I
kinda
shall be
wanna
discreet.
see if I can do this. If he walks back to his... Yeah. Am I gonna become unseen? Yeah, it's probably too light in here.
Sure.
I'm not even gonna attempt it. Especially when there's some stuff over here. And it's not stealing. Some grain and milk. Oh, I got the grain, so I can make the pie now. They probably put that there because. A random scroll sitting, magical scroll sitting on the table. The Developments of a Crucible Knight, Part 2, Senior Ranks. Whoa, okay, that's a lot of... I'm not gonna read all that. But that's cool. They have, like, awesome lore in books. If I had a little more time, I'd read it. Actually, wait a minute. The milk and stuff, I'm gonna put that in the stash. I thought it automatically went there when I looted it. Boom. And these guys are special, for some reason. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. Voices from its past seem to call to you. See a woman empty? Whoa, okay. Okay. So that's a lot. I imagine the same happens with this guy. Yeah. I'm not gonna read all of that, okay? It seems like it's pretty much like the books, but in the form of reaching to somebody's soul. So I'm not gonna read all those. Sorry if you want them, but I mean that would just take up so much time. I'd literally be doing less of a let's play and more of a let's read. So I can open that, but there's an in-guest. That's not stealing. I wonder if there's a way to... No.
Yeah, sure.
Apparently I cannot get him away. Actually, no. Not gonna tempt fate. That's not stealing, but I unlock it. Rapier, duelist hat, padded armor. Okay. What's over here? A book and lockpicks. Holy cow, yeah, 3 more people that I can reach out to their souls. These bones are covered in tiny bite marks. And the Black Hound, let's go talk to him. Oh. This hound stares intently at the covered window, head cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. Looks up when you approach and whines a low note, tail wagging slightly. Sorry, girl, I don't think he's coming back. The dog whines softly again, head tilting. Well, you can come with me. Maybe we'll find him on the way. I could use a good dog. Here, girl. Or leave the dog alone. Yeah, sure. The dog's ears perk up. It trots over to you and barks happily. So... Oh, I got a doggy. And I got a pet slot. Beep. Oh, now the doggy's following me around. Or, yeah, there you go. Aw. Good doggy. Good doggy. I wonder if I can, like, change the name or something. Nope. It just says Blackhound.
Yeah?
I want to name him something. You will be Percival. No. I don't know. Oh, so apparently I can have pets that follow me around. I can't select it, though.
Got it.
So I don't
Yes?
think... Yeah, I don't think it'll be anything in combat
Got it.
or whatever. So I'll just, like, have it. Let's see. Walking around, strutting the town. Blackhound in tail. Can I? No, I can't select it. Okay. I was like, I can see its name at least. Is there anything up here? More people I can reach to their souls. Let's just go into Offra's house. Since Calliska was very adamant about helping her, it's probably a good thing if I go and talk to her. But
Huh? Sure.
as for now, I think that's the end of the episode. So, would you kindly subscribe if you could, like if you would, and I will see you next time on Pillars of Eternity with our little character, Lotharian Vale.